Hello, friends. My name is host Eric, and I'm the host of Talking with Famous People. Tonight, I'm answering not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, not some, not many, not most, but all of the questions. That's right, all of the questions tonight will be answered. All of the questions in all of human history that anyone has ever asked will be answered tonight in this live stream, all in one live stream. It's a miracle of answering, and it's going to begin any moment. In fact, it's already begun. This answers the question, what's the answer to the question, which live stream answers all the questions? If I miss a question, then it doesn't exist. The question doesn't exist. I'm answering all the questions. Therefore, if there's supposedly a question I'm not answering, then that question obviously doesn't exist. How was my day? It was fantastic. How could it have been even better? What's a tatus? I've never heard that word before. It was a great day. I went on a very pleasant second date with Jen. We had a good time at Masa Pizza, Echo Park. That delicious deep dish pizza. I highly recommend it. Takes an hour for them to cook it, but that's fine. They warn you about that in advance. They go like, hey, we recommend the deep dish pizza, but it takes 50 minutes. I'd rather loose my legs. Fortunately, I don't have to lose either of them. I can just loose them. I have to loose them upon somebody or what? Did I bone? No, I did not bone Matthew Alistair. I did not bone. She had to go home, be home by 8:30 to get her child from the child's father. And, they share custody. And so I knew in advance going into this dinner that there was going to be no boning, that she had a time limit on the top end. But she made an effort to get there as early as possible. It was a lot of fun. We had dinner, and then we went and we looked in a bookstore, and we did a little book shopping. Kind of sat close to each other for a little bit, Got a little warmer than we had been previously, perhaps. And, I showed her my car. Same type as last time. Same lady, ENTJ. I didn't really smell her, Hambone. I should have smelled her. I should have smelled her. I didn't try to smell her. No, I didn't show her my cock. With sauce. Maybe next time. Who knows? But anyway, we had a good time. We had a really nice time. We talked, we discussed sort of our past relationship failures and stuff. Yeah, there was kind of a funny moment where after telling her the story of my dad meeting my mom and immediately saying, let me show you my engine in my car. Oh, is that what you do, Matthew? Sneak up and sniff the ass like a dog would. Hi, Jim B. So, yeah, we had a really nice time. And we're going out again on Sunday. To be pleasant. And then ENTJ, she likes to do shit. She wants to go out and do shit, right? Now, I don't mind going out and doing shit. I'm not super into it because I get tired of doing shit. But, she also has a tight schedule. So it's not like we can do shit all day forever anyway. No, I'm not in any hurry. Whatever. Let shit happen naturally. She's a nice lady. You know what to say about women with tight schedules? I don't, actually. I don't know. With Sauce, I mean, we've gone on 2 dates. I like her. I'm not looking to rush into anything. But I am looking to continue doing things I enjoy, and I enjoyed the first 2 dates with her, so I'm going to go out with her again. I've talked to her some about it. I try not to bore the shit out of her with it. Which is always tempting for me to go on and on and on about typology and stuff. Even though I talk about it a lot here, smile on your face would lift your mood and release the right endorphins to take the test easier. Oh, that's Freddie Chandran. Yeah, she seems interested. She seems interested in it. She has some questions. What's interesting is she didn't. I told her last time, oh hey, I'm gonna be making a video after this, a live stream where I say how my date went. I told her that last time. She didn't watch it. Which I found interesting, And she's like, did you want me to watch it? And I said, no, it doesn't really matter to me. I've got plenty of people who watch my videos. But that was kind of a lie, I guess. I guess I do want her to watch it. But I like the fact that she didn't watch it last time. She'll watch one of them eventually. She's bound to. Right. It's not a good use of an ENTJ's time, right? Well, what she said also about that was she might be playing coy. I don't know. She's not really a game player. ENTJs don't play a lot of FE games. If somebody spoke about me online, I definitely watched the video. Laws. That's what I mean. What's that mean, coy? Somebody else explained it to them. I don't know quite how to explain that one. It's coquettish, I would have totally watched it. That's weird. Well, I mean, who's hard to get? Yeah, hard to get. That's got to keep her away from this shit. Pretend your channel's called Michael Pierce and you do an accent. Did you whip it out? Women respond well to that. No, I didn't whip it out. And I'm pretty sure they don't. Oh, it means playing like dumb but flirty. Yeah, like that, kind of. NTJs would stalk you and learn everything about you to assess compatibility and strategically sneak topics into the conversation. She could have done the opposite kind of strategy and said, I'm going to intentionally not look at this so it doesn't influence me, which is what she said she was doing. It's not like she said she accidentally didn't look at it. She said she intentionally didn't look at it because she didn't want to be influenced by external sources. Which sounds like NI tool function in there. At least potentially. But I mean, it could be that she did watch it and she just thought that was going to play better. Maybe she's just being coy. I don't think so, though. She doesn't seem dishonest like that. I think she's probably just busy. She's an ENTJ, for Christ's sake. She's always doing shit. Okay, I'm not analyzing her too much. I mean, I'm answering questions. I said I'd answer all the questions in life, right? Not just about that, about life in general. ENTJs can't match INFPs in terms of the latter's productivity. The former could afford to learn a thing or two. It's right, Chandran. Now you're just straight up trolling. Yeah, it makes sense. I'd probably watch it though. Yeah, basically doing something intentionally to be alluring. Sreti Chandran, when did you become such a troll? Huh? When did you become a troll? I am increasingly thinking Sreti Chandran must be an INTP. Oh, Sreti Chandran. Geo Niggy Yugi. None your biz comments. CSJ is an ESTJ, NI polar. I tend to agree with you, None your biz. And I must state that your comment definitely deserves to be read aloud. For sure. Why are people lazy? Why are you lazy? Is that what you're asking me? Because you got SE polar. Sorry. It's a condition you were born with. Sreti Chandran. Oh, Sreti Chandran. Lamenting the polar SE again. Oh, Sreti Chandran, weeping in the lavatory. Oh, Sreti Chandran. Oh, Sreti Chandran, weep away. Oh, Sreti Chandran, Sreti Chandran. There, now you have a song, Sreti Chandran. Congratulations. See, songs organically happen in certain moments. Just like Sreti Chandran's song. Oh, Sreti Chandran, trolling me again. You ain't got no ability to do 'cause you're SC polar win. Sreti's great, but usually I only date Indians named Kankan. Kankan is a great name for an Indian lady to have, especially if it's followed by Kankan Krishna Sarmapagu. You know, you really need the Krishna Sarmapagu on there to make it a full name. Otherwise, it's not an adequate name. I think ENTJ have the preachy thing more than ESTJ, though, no? In regards to CSJ? I don't know what else to say about CSJ, except if he's an ENTJ, he's kind of a fucked up one. Could you describe, he's kind of a fucked up ESTJ, too. I don't know. Could you describe SE as a tool function? SE as a tool function is basically doing shit as a way of getting shit done. Now, interestingly, you will notice that party using SI probably as much as you'll notice them using SE if you're looking out for it. Because communicatively, they're going to demonstrate a lot of SI, ISTP, and ISFP. Luis Dizon, I have missed you so much. I've been saying this whole time, where in the world is Luis Dizon? And everyone's like, we don't know, Eric. I said, find him, bring him, please. We can't continue without Luis Dizon. What's this woman you're dating is a huge C.S. Joseph fan? That would be a problem. That would be a problem. Fortunately, I'm pretty sure she's not because she doesn't really seem to know anything about cognitive functions. Occasionally, I am wise. Otherwise, I am a lazy fuck as well. Every day I wake up at 4 a.m., pump some iron while reading an encyclopedia out loud, drink a green shake, and go out and have an extremely, truly, outstandingly productive day. No joke, I promise. Is that true, Gianni Yugi? Is that really what makes somebody a good person? Look, it's true that the ENTJs and ESTJs of the world are probably out there going, get up, do more shit. You got to do lots more shit. No, she'd know a bunch of wrong things about cognitive functions if she were a big C.S. Joseph fan. Yes, I get it, you guys. That's true, but you're going to reveal something shocking in the live stream? C.S. Joseph is Brittany's son? Oh my God, that is shocking. I am shocked and amazed. None your biz. You have once again shocked and amazed me. I am both shocked and amazed. I'd laugh, I guess. I don't know. Wow, Rowan Morgan. Thanks a lot. Rowan Morgan says, thanks for the feedback on my story, giving me some things to think about moving forward. Yeah, you should definitely continue writing. You've got a natural talent for it, for sure. And thank you very much. I appreciate it. When there are more viewers. Well, Luis Dizon is going to share something very exciting when there are more viewers. Maybe he's getting married. Maybe he's getting circumcised. Finally, Luis Dizon, we are tired of that massive beach blanket of a foreskin that you've been lugging around. It's about time to get that thing circumcised. T.I. ain't that juicy. It's dry. JD thanks Freddie, but I won't need it. My impeccable talent for extreme productivity will carry through. Oh, Geo Niggy Yugi, you're so effective and productive. What is the purpose of art? The purpose of art is to enlighten the human soul with the majesty of genius. I feel bad for her as well, Ryan Harrison. I feel really bad for her. I felt bad for her from the get-go, and there was nothing I could do about it. She's not the sort of person whom you can successfully help. What would be an example of any polar not being able to come up with any synonyms for anything, not being able to come up with any names for a new product that I invent that's half this and half that? Well, she's an ESFP who's gone off the rails. She used to be a registered nurse, and now she's like mentally ill, and I don't know. There's nothing one can do for somebody in that kind of a state of being. It sounds like she was abused as a kid, and that fucks people up a lot. I don't know. I don't like to think about it because, like Brian said, it's really heartbreaking, frankly. Probably. I mean, I'm no medical professional. You think you got basic typing right? Well, I know Daddy did. He's a very competent typologist. He's no. He really isn't the B team at all. He's very good at it. He does it a little differently than me, but we almost always come to the same conclusion by the end of something. I don't remember us ever disagreeing at the end of something. I sort of confirmed it. I did. Probably a little bit better than me, Freddie Chandran, I would guess. It depends. Again, you don't have to spot FI directly. You can identify it by the negative space. So it's not as pertinent a question as it might seem to be. Okay, Luis Dizon, I'll try to generate some more viewers. Come on, everybody. Come look. Luis Dizon has an announcement to make. There. Does that help, Luis Dizon? Sometimes, certain times of day, you get more viewers than others, Yes, she was an ENFJ. Good guess, none your biz. Good read on the physicality. I have a lot of projects, but they're mostly on hold, says Angantir. I have a lot of projects, but they're mostly on hold, says Angantir. Yeah, okay, I'm pretty sure I'm an ISFP now, since when I try to use any, it's always some kind of workaround. Like, subscribe, and kiss your mothers. It's good advice, Matthew Alistair. Hi, B. Shahinov. Yeah, YouTube is dead today, says Mike Hart. Yeah, fuck YouTube. It's dead today. Everybody's gone. They're all off on vacation. He said it was ISTP because I can see any polar, but I couldn't really do the naming thing. I can see any polar because I couldn't really do the naming thing. Well, that's a good sign of it. No, Hambone, do not send me a pic, whatever you choose to do. I would recommend you not pierce your foreskin But I will tell you guys, truthfully, I know a guy, one of Kimberly's peoples, who got himself circumcised at age 21 or something like that. I shit you not. I shit you not. He was an ENFJ, and he got circumcised at age 21. I shit you not. That's weird, huh? He didn't like the way it looks. But, you know, I was circumcised when I was a little baby, so I never had any foreskin. I remember when I was in middle school, it was the first time I had to get naked with a bunch of other boys because they used to force you to do that back when I was in middle school. And I remember the first time I saw foreskin, I was like, what the fuck is wrong with that guy's dick? Almost nobody had one. Hi, Octavio Silva. Thank goodness you're here. Now we're at 32, so maybe we have enough people for Luis Tizon to make his announcement. We're all waiting for Luis Tizon's announcement right now. He's got an important announcement coming up, but he wants to wait for more people to be here. So everybody call your friends, say, go to Talking with Finnish People live stream because Luis Tizon has an important announcement to make. And we are. Oh, you're ready already? Wait. We don't have enough people here yet. You've got to wait for 75 people. Okay? That's not enough people. 30 people. Come on. Just wait. Get to like 60, okay? Let me build up the hype here on this a little bit. Hide your kids, hide your wives, hide your children from Talking with Finnish People, says Alexander Cruz. That's how mind-blowing Luis Tizon's announcement is going to be. It's upcoming. We're at 22 minutes. Sometime before the 1 hour mark, Luis Tizon is going to make his epic announcement. So just get your excitement bones ready. Rev up your goodbye, Matthew, on a Facebook post I made, then blocked me. Lol. Why did she do that? Why did she block you? Did you try to come on to her too much or what? TFWTLC talking with the live chat. Yeah, well, she did say, you just did nothing and she just fucking blocked your ass? Why? Huh. That's weird. Hey, no. Alexander Cruz, you're not ready. Your mind is too unblown to possibly be ready for the mind-blowing reality of Luis Tizon's announcement, which is coming up. Okay? It is coming up soon. We're at 31. We're waiting to get to 40. Okay? 40. Beats the shit out of me. When did this happen? Was it today or something, or was it a while back? Maybe it was like the first day of our breakup or something. That might make sense, but how do you tell the difference between ENTP and INTP? Well, you've got to do a couple of things. Do you think you'll still see Kim ever? Well, I still need to go over there and get some shit. And yeah, I interact with her periodically for between now and when I'm all the way moved out of there. I have a DID. I account for 12 people. If we get DSP in here, we'd have hundreds of persons within a few seconds. What's a DID? I don't know what that is. You account for 12 people? Hi, K. Billy. How are you? ENTP versus INTP is pretty obvious in my opinion. Maybe not to most people, though. I have OSDD 1 pound, Walter. Oh, or is that 1B? It's multiple personality disorder, basically. Oh. I see. Because living just that many people aren't saddened by absence means you aren't living at all. The difference between ENTP and INTP is pretty obvious to me. F5 polar sticks out like crazy. My FI polar sticks are crazy, just like my cock. What's weird is I'm ESTP as fuck in typology. You're not the only ESTP. ESTP is one of those sensitive types that does tend to, some individuals of a type tend to get into typology. How lovely the life will be. Oh, be Shahina. That's ridiculous. Don't diss ESFJs. They're nice people. I had a DID issue, but I got over it. Feeling like you're outside of your body, like you're hovering over, it's weird. Do you usually like striped shirts? Well, when I want to look a little fancier, I guess. Like, I reached for a fanciest shirt. I didn't want to. Yeah, this is the shirt I wore on the day. She was dressed in a t-shirt and jeans too, so that was cool. Try coming to the raw rooms with sauce. There's a lot of beta quadrant in there. That's true. How did you even get over DID? Well, I pushed Control Z, undo, and what was dead became undone, and that's how I solved that problem. I hope PewDiePie doesn't make a video about what I'm about to reveal. I hope so too, because we are waiting to hear this revelation right now, right here, pretty soon. We're at 33. We're waiting to get to 40. Once we get to 40, Luis Dizon is going to make the sort of announcement that will blow everybody's minds out of their heads. If you're not still here when Luis Dizon makes this announcement, you're going to hate yourself forever. PewDiePie is shedding his pants. Nobody else is allowed inside them. Oh my gosh. Look who it is. Kang Krishna Sarmapagu. Kang Krishna Sarmapagu. How do you do with your poo? That's still on my shoe. Kang Krishna Sarmapagu. Luis knows stay in the closet. Countess won. How was the date? It was very pleasant. We had deep dish Chicago style pizza. We went to a bookstore afterwards and we looked at some books. I got this cup of coffee at the bookstore. It was a bookstore / coffee shop. It was in Echo Park. And Echo Park's like a hipster neighborhood with like boutique-y things and vintage clothing stores and meowity meows and stuff. I know. Well, I really need to record Kang Krishna's Sarmapagu so I can just push play with a guitar underneath it and everything, so I don't have to sing it every time. Yeah, well, I wanted to go into the vintage clothing store too. Unfortunately, by the time we finished dinner, it was closed. But we did go into the cool, like hipster bookstore coffee shop place that was pretty cool. And we, sat next to each other on a bench and looked at some books and stuff. Pretty straightforward. Pretty straightforward date. Echo Park used to be super ghetto and hood, according to my BF, but I don't know if I believe it. No, it did, but it's gentrified. Like all kinds of stuff around LA is starting to gentrify. We did just chat for hours on a date. That's all we did. We chatted for hours. Lots to chat about. Because, we don't really know each other. Eric, I'm struggling to type my NI dominant friend. He did very poorly on the TI questions, worse than my ESFJ mom, but he's very unhealthy and also autistic. How do you tell the difference between INFJ and INTJ? And somebody who's extremely reclusive. I don't know. If he's really fucked up, you might not be able to tell. ENTJs on a date, make spreadsheets, day trade, fire people, the usual. My date went well. Very pleasant. Since you're answering all the questions, what's the best way for me to type my work colleagues without coming across all interrogation-y? Ask them for examples. Every time they say something, can you give me an example? If they have a lot of trouble with that, you'll learn something from that. Listen to see if they correct themselves on inconsequential details. That could be a sign of TI tool. So, for example, if they go, On Wednesday afternoon, I went down to actually it was Wednesday evening. But regardless, if they do that, then there's a decent chance that they're friends with King Krishna Sarma for good. Name here, Yipper Skipper. Did your date give you the squishy feelings? Yeah, at the end, especially, started getting a little closer physically to her than, there to Fort Bend because we walked down to the bookstore, like I said, sat on the bench next to each other there for a little bit. And, got a little squishy or a little less squishy, depending on how you look at it. Eric, how do I get rich? I don't know. That's a good question, but I don't really have any solid answer for it at the moment. But I do need to talk to you later. So we'll talk later. How does she look? Soft, or has she been weathered by the daunting California sun? No, she's very nice, feminine looking, pretty looking, Well, I don't know. What time is it over there in Norway? Is it like the middle of the night or something? Correcting on details seems SI. It's not this, Freddie Chandler. It's not. SI Doms don't necessarily have any problem with, she's my age. I am answering them. 6 in the morning or 6 at night? Yeah, she has nice skin. Have you gone to sleep yet? Or have you been still awake? How do I tell an ENTP to stop partying too much? Tell him he's embarrassing himself. That'll hurt more than anything else. Which question did I not answer? Somebody said I didn't answer their question. What was your question that I didn't answer? I'm answering all the questions tonight, all of them. Most dead YouTubers seem pretty out of touch. That's not a question. Well, have you gone to bed yet? I mean, does it matter? That's what I'm trying to find out. It's like, are you in a hurry to go to bed or something? In which case, then maybe we'll talk later. Because after this, I'm probably going to go to bed. But if you're not in a hurry to go to bed, then you already answered what? Still awake. Okay, yeah. So that's the thing is if you're trying to go to bed, if not slept, not super hurry, I want you to make the call so I know. Let's just talk. I probably got half an hour more of this in me. If philosophical thinker, don't be gross. If you still are awake, then we could talk then, and that would be fine. If you feel like you're not going to be awake in half an hour, then we'll talk later after that. But let's talk in like half an hour or so if you're down. Okay, so it's 9 p.m. and I'm tired. I'm 80 years old. No, but you live in the same time zone as me. Alexander Cruz. So what made you get over feeling not reproductively viable? Me? A lot of things. Kimberly had a lot to do with it. Because Kimberly made me fucking deal with everything. Where are you from originally? Here in Arcadia, basically. Los Angeles. Can Christian Summer Goose says procrastinating by thinking of doing things SE polar. Countess, I'm not into the Viking look. I like brown-eyed, tanned-skinned Hispanic mans. The Viking look. Do you know what I'm afraid of? What are you afraid of, Luis Tizon? What are you afraid of? Would you ever act in a movie, Eric? Sure, if somebody wanted me to act in a movie, I'd give it a shot. I don't know if I'd be very good. Am I interested in doing some collaborative videos? Sure, I'd be willing to make a video with anybody, just about. Am I going to keep wanting to make videos with them? I don't know. But I'm willing to make at least one video with just about anybody. What is reproductive viability when you have two hands, melons, soft materials? You can even have a fake vagina sent to your house. Sometimes it feels like it's hard to understand how to be in a relationship. People are so focused on finding their soulmate, they don't want to grow in a relationship. Well, Breezy Free. I mean, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. It seems to me that everybody's scared. Almost everybody's scared. And being somebody who's not very scared gives me something of an advantage. I don't have a lot of reason to be scared. If you had to go and then leave, which after go but Eric and win that, what? Geo Niki Yuki, that is the most confusing question I have ever read in my life. If you had to go and if then leave, which after go or but Eric and win that, what? What the hell does that mean? You look Syrian or Turkish from South Russia. Who, me? No, I'm German. I'm really bad once things take any kind of romantic turn. I get so scrambled up and nervous. Right, well, you just gotta remember they're just as it's like that pants with nobody in it story from Dr. Seuss. You guys familiar with that? Pants with nobody in it. Nobody in them. Seuss. I was walking in the night, and I saw nothing scary, for I have never been afraid of anything, not very. Then I was deep within the woods, when suddenly I spied them. I saw a pair of pale green pants, with nobody inside them. I wasn't scared, but yet I stopped. What could those pants be there for? What could a pair of pants at night be standing in the air for? And then they moved, those empty pants. They kind of started jumping, and then my heart, I must admit, it kind of started thumping. So I got out. I got out fast as I could go, sir. I wasn't scared, but pants like that I did not care for. No, sir. After that, a week went by. Then one dark night in Greenwich, I had to do an errand there and fetch some Greenwich spinach. While I had fetched the spinach, I was starting back through town when those pants raced around a corner and they almost knocked me down. I lost my Greenwich spinach, but I didn't even care. I ran for home, believe me. I had really had a scare. Now, bicycles were never made for pale green pants to ride them, especially spooky pale green pants with nobody inside them. And the next night I was fishing for dow trout on River when those pants came rowing toward me. Well, I started in to shiver. And by now I was so frightened that I'll tell you, but I hate to. I screamed and rode away and lost my hook and line and bait too. I ran and found a brickle bush and I hid myself away. I got brickles in my breeches, but I stayed there anyway. I stayed all night the next night too. I'd be there still, no doubt, but I had to do an errand. So the next night I went out. I had to do an errand, had to pick a peck of snide in a dark and gloomy snide field that was almost 9 miles wide. I said, I do not fear those pants with nobody inside them. I said and said and said those words. I said them, but I lied them. Then I reached inside a snide bush, and the next thing that I knew, I felt my hand touch someone, and I'll bet that you know who. And there I was, caught in the snide, and in that dreadful place, those spooky empty pants and I were standing face to face. I yelled for help. I screamed. I shrieked. I howled. I yelled. I cried. Oh, save me from these pale green pants with nobody inside. But then a strange thing happened. Why, those pants began to cry. Those pants began to tremble. They were just as scared as I. I never heard such whimpering, and I began to see that I was just as strange to them as they were strange to me. So I put my arm around their waist and sat right down beside them. I calmed them down, poor empty pants with nobody inside them. And now we meet quite often, those empty pants and I, and we never shake or tremble. We both smile and say hi. That's a metaphor for dudes who are puss shy. Okay. Who's harassing you, Countess? I'm not harassing you. Um, well, I mean, that's perfectly normal. That's a metaphor for guys who are puss shy. Okay. It's like, you're not familiar enough with slaying. Most decent guys probably never get super familiar with slaying. But at a certain point, when you realize that I'm excited to hear your reveal, Luis Tizon. When you realize that, the puss is just as confused and scared about your schlong as you are about their puss. In general, unless you get with an INTJ or something. But there's a lot of people that are also, people are not very trusting. They're nervous. They're scared. They don't know what they're going to get. Women get some weird ass dudes. Women get dudes who, seem nice, but then end up being like drunks or whatever. And, all that kind of shit. So go ahead, Luis Tizon. We're at 40 people. We're ready for your extremely, extremely important revelation. I securely settle into my chair. Let's hear it. Luis Tizon. Who it is that you're afraid of? Me? Are you afraid of me? Not having a proper PC is so demotivating. Yeah, I'm sure it is, Angantir. You need to get a laptop or something. Satan? Is it Satan? Luis Tizon? Is the answer Satan? I think the answer is Satan, everybody. I think Luis Tizon's big revelation is that he's afraid of Satan. My battery is dying and I don't want to go inside, so I might leave soon. Please, please, please don't miss me too much. Okay, Alexander Cruz, we won't miss you too much. We'll miss you just the right amount. How much is the right amount for us to miss you? Is it 5 or more than 5? It's a celebrity born from the UK, born in Paris, France. Is it Queen Elizabeth? Is it Blickety Blockety Blue? I think that's a famous English guy. Okay, so someone who has a new movie. Is it Benedict Cumberbatch? I tried down, sleep tomorrow, work now, like show though, so not go. Oh, that's great. Gianigi Yuki, what was your point when you wrote that weird question? Huh? I never got any clarification on that. Or Joaquin Phoenix? Is it Joaquin Phoenix? No. Is it Hermione? What's her name? Cheeky Poo? What that would have been the worst parent for me? Probably. INFP, ISFP, maybe. Well, my point, if the house and afraid, or then go but good and real go. What? Emma Watson. Or is it J.K. Rowling? Maybe you're afraid of J.K. Rowling. You think she's going to sneak up on you and stab you. I've spent my life doing nothing that doesn't make anyone else want to follow suit and emulate my ways. Argerlicht Aberweiswalter. Why are INXJ so fascinated with dystopia? I wore this. I wore my referee hat, I wore my striped shirt, I wore my jeans. And instead of flip-flops, though, I wore shoes. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. You don't feel so good right now? Yeah, I wore these socks. This is exactly what I wore. ESFP probably would be worse, yeah. So, Chandler, you're a good role model in many cases for many people. Okay. Who's my favorite ESFP? I've had a couple of ESPs that I typed that I've liked. I thought were cool, but I don't have any particular favorite one. I'm going to call it a night. I'm going to talk to Susie, and then George, lots of stuff been going on with the slabs. I'll clarify some slab stuff tomorrow. I'm actually rather tired. I just wanted to live stream a little bit. But I'm going to end the stream. Yeah, we'll go to there. And I got to talk to Susie briefly, and then we'll go on from there. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night, everybody. Sleep well. Don't forget to eat plenty of cheese. Ken Krishna Sarvapagu. You and the slabs are getting intimately familiar right now. It's that thing you can feel pressing up against you metaphysically.